Good morning. Yesterday I forgot to say hump day. Mike. So we've been talking about ways that you get stuck, and one of the, I talked about the crazy eight yesterday, and that is probably the most common thing that happens where we just start incanting something in our head. And one of the best ways that we get stuck is we get stuck physically. You know, the event that I just did, the people, when they're doing that event, they have to do a lot of writing. They have to come up with mission statements, primary questions, towards values. They're doing a lot of writing. And by the way, we encourage them to write it and then type it into a program where they put it into a machine. Why do we do that? Well, it's now been shown that when you write something, you create 14,000 more synapse connections than when you type something. When you type something, you only create like 6 to 8 synapse connections in your head, but when you write it, you do 14,000. So it fires up just a lot more of your brain. But the other thing that happens is, I'll see people and we're on screen, so I'm talking to them and they're leaning down and they're working on their paper. And, we always go into a peak state, but now they're down looking and they've been writing for a while. And they'll go, I just can't figure it out. I just can't figure it out. I'm not sure which one I do. I'm not sure which one I should do. I'm not sure which one I should do. And all I do, and they raise their hand, and all I do is I have them stand up. I have them stand up and I have them take 2 big breaths and then make a power move. And I say, okay, tell me the answer. And they tell me the answer. Many times when we're stuck, we're actually physically stuck. You're actually just in your body and your body's down and you're not breathing. One problem with your writing is you're not doing deep breaths. So one of the things that you do is get up. My new office, I have all these different workstations set up so that I can, and most of them I'm standing so that I can move around. So I can get up and I can walk around and I can take deep breaths, and then I can come back and then I can think about what it is that I want to do. So a lot of times when you're stuck, you're actually physically stuck. And when you get physically stuck, then you start to incant things in your head. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what I'm going to do. Why does this always happen to me? You start asking empowering questions like that, and you just do it over and over and over again. So the best way to get unstuck is to physically move. To physically move and to breathe and to do things so that you raise the energy level in your body. That creates a whole different physiology, which is going to create a whole different triad. You remember our triad, which is going to create a whole different response. Last tip on this. If I walked up to somebody who is super strong and we just went like this and went and took breaths and pushed up and brought the energy up, it would massively increase their physical strength. If I did the opposite and pushed down and took the energy down, it would massively decrease their strength. It sounds crazy, but it's just, where is the energy flowing? It's just like if you put your arm out like this and you feel like energy is flowing out of your arm, the biggest person in the world, it'll almost be impossible for them to bend that arm because you're sending so much energy through it. So when you're going to go do something significant, intellectual, whatever, stand up, move your body, and then bring the energy up. You only have to do it a couple of times. And the change in your abilities to function at that time will go up exponentially. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you're not sure what it's supposed to be, physiology. Use the physiology, get yourself into a positive state, but raise the energy. When you raise that energy, you're going to raise all of your abilities. You're going to increase your ability to do all that stuff, and you're going to lighten everything up in your head and lighten everything up in your body. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.